Good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. The main thing that I would like to do actually at this very moment, I want to paint my little garden gnome a little bit more, but I don't know if I will do that. I'm just really happy with how it turned out yesterday and how much better it looks. I honestly was not expecting there to be that much of a difference, but I am so happy that there is because yeah, that little guy has been looking a little rough for a while. So yeah, the fact that just repainting the hat and the jacket, I kind of want to get the flower and the bird done today, but I don't know if I will because I honestly think it's supposed to be rainy today and cold. So that probably means that I won't want to be outside. But anyway, the main thing that I'm actually planning on doing today, I have 3 or 4 plants that need to be put into different containers. One of them had more plants in it, but quite a few of them are no longer around, so I need to put it in a different container. And then the other 2, I just need to fix their soil because it's old and they're not very happy right now. But anyway, as for right now, I just wanted to say good morning and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a second either outside, but most likely in here replanting. You are in a different angle today. You are on the windowsill where my plants that I'm going to be repotting were, also next to Debbie, my bird of paradise. So that's what this leaf is. It's one of her actually quite a few very healthy leaves. She's recovering very well, but anyway, you're over here because that's where the plant was, and it's actually a really good spot for you, but I removed the plant sticker from this container, bug sticker, because there are a lot of fungus gnats on it, and I don't want you to have to see that, but this is the little one that I'm going to be repotting today, and it has a couple of, well, not necessarily repotting, I'm going to be trimming it and another plant to it, so I'm going to keep them in this container because they are happy. It's just it had a lot more plants in here, and this little one is getting a little tall, so I'm going to trim it quite a bit, but they had more plants, like there were 3 rows of plants, but now there are only the 2 plants in the front because those 2 are no longer around, unfortunately, and then there was another one back here that didn't make it, so quite a few in this container are no longer there, unfortunately. So I am going to, because this little one is starting to get a little bit unhappy where they are, because like you can see they're starting to not really be that healthy, so I'm going to trim these pieces down and propagate them and then move these pieces to the new container, and that one's not gonna make it, unfortunately, and I'm going to trim these 2 down and propagate them because they have lost a lot of leaves and they'll be able to grow roots out of the space down here. So those guys are all going to go in the one container, and then I'm also going to, maybe, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get this little one today or not, but my duckfoot plant, as you can see, has seen some better days. A leaf just fell off, so I need to put them in a smaller container, but I don't know if I'm going to get them today or not. It's mostly the whatever this is called. I think it's another type of money tree, but I forget at the moment, and I believe that this little one is a jade plant, but I'm not entirely sure. We've lost quite a few plants in here, and it's very it's always very sad when that happens, but at least I can make like the jade happy and be in a bigger container with this guy, and hopefully they'll be able to drink the water faster so they won't get root rot. I have my water, I have a smaller container for the duckfoot plant if I decide to repot that little one, and now we try to not make a mess. I mean, if I do, it's fine. Oh, you have some really healthy roots. Yay. Okay, if you don't like seeing plant roots, I'm gonna show them. They're perfectly okay. They're super tiny, but just in case you don't like seeing them at all, look away right now. But at the bottom, can you see the tiny little pieces of white on the base of the stem way down here? Those are plant roots. So this little piece of jade does have some. They're just super tiny, so that is very, very good to see. This one does not have any roots, so I'm gonna have to propagate it. I thought the entire base just fell off, so I'm just gonna remove a couple of the lower leaves. I've propagated these guys so many times, so that way these 2 spaces where the leaves are is now exposed, and that way the roots can come out of there. This one was completely completely rotted, unfortunately. That's not good. This one has some good roots, so this little one is alive. And by the way, you can look again if you were looking away from the roots. I am so sorry that I didn't say it was all clear there a second ago, but it is. I just trimmed this little one, so that's how big this one is now. I'm doing the same thing to the other long one, so now this little one's nice and short too. Now I don't need that soil anymore, which is good because that's old and used, so that can just go right in my trash can. I'm gonna trim this long guy down to here, and then I will be able to propagate it and just put it directly in the soil, probably in this corner. So now I have this piece, and the little guy in the center that was just big is now much smaller, so yeah, now it won't be falling over. Same thing with this one, just remove a couple of the lowest leaves on the stem, and then these will be where the new roots grow from. Again, I propagated these guys quite a few times. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's very exciting. And I do the same thing every time, so I don't know what the difference is. And yes, I am planting it on this board and hoping that most of it does not go onto the carpet. We'll see how it does. So far, I haven't made a mess, so I'm actually quite impressed with myself. But this is one of the pieces that I'm going to be propagating, obviously, because they don't have any roots, so that's all that I do. I just put them in the soil and just kind of go around the base, make sure they're all nice and covered, and then they just kind of grow roots. Again, I've propagated these guys so many times, I don't actually think I have the original plant from these guys anymore, which is kind of actually very interesting. There we go. That'll be a little bit easier having them at this angle. Gonna be a little tight in here, but it should be okay. I'd rather have them crowded because they don't have that many roots, and this is kind of a bigger container, so that way they'll be able to drink the water better. Oh, this is one with actual roots. Okay, yay. We'll put you right here. Okay, you can go there, little one. This container actually looks very cute again. I am so happy. There we go. That looks much better and happier. Hopefully they'll do well. I don't know. And I need to add my dinosaurs back. I can't forget about that. Those are very important plant decorations. I also have my chickens. These were in with the jade, but they're not in here now, so I can put them in another plant. I just don't know which one yet, so I'll figure that one out. I'll wash them off and then I'll put them in a plant eventually, because these guys get all the dinosaurs. And as for you, little duck, I'm not gonna repot this one today simply because it has too much water in its container and I really don't want to make a mess, so I will, yeah, this little one is not doing well. Okay, maybe I do have to replant it. Okay. I feel so bad for this plant. Alright, I'll replant it, but only because I really just, I think I have to propagate the whole thing because, yeah, I think those roots are gone. Okay. That does not make me happy. Alright, we're gonna try and propagate it and save it. I don't know if I don't know how well it's gonna do, but yeah, the leaves are literally just falling off. I'm so sad. Okay. Alright, little duck foot. Let's see if I can help you. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just remove the lower leaves and put them into the soil and hope that they root. This little one I got on clearance a few years ago, and it has struggled in the past pretty good, but this is the worst that it ever has, so I am obviously very upset right now that it's not doing well. Yeah, okay. I don't even know if this counts as repotting because it's like they're literally just falling apart. I don't know if they're gonna be able to propagate, but we can try. Right, little one? We can try. Even if one little piece is all that propagates, I will be happy. I don't know what happened either because they were super healthy like a couple of weeks ago, so it doesn't make any sense. The leaves are literally just falling off. The good news is they still smell good, because these little guys smell kind of like, in my mind, the best way that I can describe it is like lavender and mint tea, kind of, is the best way that I can even try to describe how they smell, but they smell amazing. Even being this sad, they still smell good, which is absolutely amazing. I think that's about all I'm gonna be able to try and save. Yeah, that's the best I can do, I think. It's just like they stopped drinking water completely. It's so strange. Add a little bit of water, but barely any, because yeah, they had too much, so I don't want to give them too much again. And a little bit more soil. They're still losing leaves. And yes, I know I'm making a mess. I will clean it up. It's okay. This is way more important than caring about soil getting onto the floor. It's easy to clean. I'm gonna put these guys, instead of being back where they were, I'm gonna put them underneath my plant light that's just up there. So next to Bones and my cactus. Bones is a pink princess philodendron, and then Mr. Prickle Pants is the name of my cactus. Also, my dill is up there, so I'm gonna put them up there, and hopefully the plant light will give them enough light to be able to propagate instead of having to rely on the sunshine. But I hope they're okay, because that is, yeah, I'm sad. I'm just gonna wash the duck, because that's why I had them in here, because it was a duck foot plant. So I'm just gonna wash that off, get this surface cleaned up, also washed the chickens that I showed you earlier, and then I will get started crocheting, and it's actually gonna be the last crochet square that we're making for the blanket. I have gotten the first round done and a little bit of the second round started here. And I gotta say, my plant shelf back there looks very empty. I'm probably gonna move around my plants a little bit. I need to also, I have some containers for them. I just need to get the containers ready. Two of my ponytail palms, this one right here and the one right here, those two ponytails have grown out of their containers. So I have a couple of containers that are bigger, the same container that these guys are in. They're vinegar bottles, actually, that are emptied, so I just need to get those washed and ready, and obviously opened and turned into an actual, like, you know, I cut the container here and just turn it into a planter, and they work really well actually for me. So I'm gonna put those two ponytail palms in those, because they have outgrown their containers. But the empty shelves, because I have 5 of them now without plants, yeah, it looks really, really weird, and I don't necessarily like it, but hopefully the duckfoot will be able to go back over there soon. They're currently underneath the plant light. Hopefully they'll get rooted and be able to recover. But yeah, that was way worse than I thought. I don't know what happened, because seriously, they were seemingly okay last week when I checked on them when I fed them, but then I noticed this week on Monday when I take care of all my plants that they didn't need any more water, which was very strange, because they usually drink quite a bit, and then the fact that they didn't was very weird. And then from Monday to now, which it is currently Thursday for me, so it's seriously only been a couple of days, for them to have that dramatic of a difference is kind of very strange. So I'm hoping that the propagating will work and they'll be okay, but I don't really think it will because the condition that they were in. But plants always amaze me, so they very well might be super healthy after doing this and be better than ever. You never know with them. But yeah, enough about that. My other little guys, the jade is way healthier than I thought that it was, if that's what plant it is. I know it's a succulent, but I don't know what kind, and I think it's a jade plant. I think it's a money plant. I'm not entirely sure. I know it's not a money tree, because I also have a money tree over here on my desk. And I know it's a different plant than that, but I think it's also called a money plant, but I'm not entirely sure. And I know that they get along well, so that's why they're good in that container together, but it looks really weird not having them in their own container. It's all full now, and it looks really healthy, but it looks looks super weird back there. I know I keep saying it, but it does. But anyway, besides my plants that I just took care of and I'm talking way too much about, it was a fairly normal day today. A little bit, actually a lot more cold than I was expecting it to be. I mean, like, it is just, it's cold outside again and it's super windy, especially compared to yesterday and the day before and the day before that, where it was really, really warm and like definitely felt like summer. To it feeling like winter is a drastic difference, and I was not prepared for it because yeah, I knew it was going to be cold, but I wasn't expecting it to feel like winter outside. It was so weird. It's not freezing or anything, but it's very cold and I don't like it. I'm not happy. I enjoyed the past few days though, at least, so I'm glad that I was able to spend a lot of time outside while it was warm. I mean, my pumpkins seem to have appreciated the cooler weather because they weren't all wilted today, so that was good. They stayed healthy and strong throughout the entire day. And the dill plant, by the way, is still inside. I still don't want to bring it outside. I know I'm probably gonna have to, but I really don't want to, so it's still in here. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, I did not get, is it raining? Yes, it is raining. That's nice. But anyway, what I was trying to say before I got distracted, I did not get any soil on the carpet, by the way. All of it was kept on that little board thing, whatever that is. So I was actually really good about not making a mess today. I'm quite impressed by that. So it was very easy to clean up. The baby bunny is outside. It is so cute and tiny. I saw the adult one that it's with, I'm assuming it's its mom, 2 days ago. So I know that the little bunny does have a parent around and it's not just alone. All right, the last little stitch on the last granny square. Last one is officially made. We have done it. We have made all of the crocheted pieces for the blanket back there, but this is what the little granny square looks like that we just made today. And I know I just picked it up yesterday, but because it's the last one, I have to show you the whole blanket again. I have to back up so you can see all of it. But this is the granny square that we just made up here and the entire blanket. We are officially done crocheting onto this blanket. I cannot believe that. It is very exciting though that we're getting really close to finishing it. All we have to do is knit 2 more squares and sew it all together and then it will be done. So probably next week, I would imagine it'll be finished, which is amazing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and way more importantly, I hope you have a good day today, no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day, and for me tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm doing, actually. Yeah, no clue. Dad and I might actually get the yard work done if it's not raining, but that is very weather dependent because it might be raining all day tomorrow, so that's something that might happen, but besides that, I have absolutely no idea at the moment, so we'll figure it out tomorrow. But again, just thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! I'll see you later!